What's up, folks? Good morning. It is well, welcome back to another video. I guess this will be a new one. It's late October and we are out here for another speckled-bellied goose hunt. We're gonna switch things up and kind of think outside the box this morning. So basically we're hunting field just west of the field that we hunted yesterday morning, and yesterday when we scouted, there was all of our specks were back in the same field that we hunted. So we planned on going back on the same guy and hunting the exact same thing that we did yesterday. But when we showed up this morning, there was a truck and a trailer pulling in, had some local guys rolling in, and so they beat us to the field. So we made a game time decision to come hunt this field. This is where the birds bounced to after we shot at them yesterday morning. So there's been birds in this field, but it's not the hard X. So basically what we're gonna do, since there's absolutely no hide in this field and all we have is an A-frame blind, Forrest actually brought his ghillie suit up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run like 5 to 6 dozen speckled-bellied decoys, and I'll let Forrest talk a little bit about how we're running the spread. But basically we're gonna throw a small speck spread out, so it'll be a one man laying in a ghillie suit getting amongst them in the silhouettes. So we're gonna go two people on the edge filming and taking photos, and then somebody out in the middle in the ghillie suit. This is gonna be fun, and we're excited just to see how it works out and do things a little bit differently. So there's no rule book, there's nothing that you have to follow, there's nobody telling you right from wrong. You know, do something that, you know, sometimes it may sound dumb, but if it works, it ain't dumb. So don't be afraid to try crazy things and do what you got to do to get under them. So we're gonna try it out this morning. It's we're kind of late, so we're gonna throw some decoys out, but good thing is we don't have to put very many out. Forrest is shaking like a leaf. I think he needs an extra coat, so we're gonna get after it.
Yeah. Whew, sorry, hands are cold. It's like 22 and breezy, so burr.
Show the people. That ain't no longberry, that's speckled-bellied goose. Sniff it.
So what we're going with, again, with a one-man super stealth ghillie hide. We got a nice long string strung out. Wind's supposed to shift from northeast to southeast throughout the course of the morning. Right now we've got this draw that goes northeast southwest. We got a nice long line going. We also stuck another short line going a little bit more due west or slightly north of due west, so that way when that wind shifts, they've got something to follow and work into. The other thing we did is not only do we have decoys back here, we got a couple tight clusters that we're going to lie in, and we got those clusters all around to make it look like that's not the only tight cluster there. So we actually used about 7 dozen decoys, 8 dozen decoys, and we stuck some behind us as well in some more tight clusters to keep the attention off. And the birds that we were working yesterday didn't want to come all the way up to that tight feeding group. So what they were doing is landing a little bit short, kind of in some of these clusters that we had strung out in the tail. Solution, hide in the tail.
Yes, sir.
So I think it's gonna work pretty well. We'll see. We got a nice tree line rock edge hide for the cameraman, for me to be hanging out in most of the morning. About 150 yards here off to this side. Should provide for a great viewpoint. Man, I hope this goes like we planned. Should be a good one for y'all to watch.
Let's go show them what our hide looks like with those gills.
Yeah. So we're getting super sneaky here. We're going to just be straight up laying in the middle of this cluster of decoys in the ghillie suit. Blind bag is only out here to use as a pillow. All right, that's gonna be our headrest. We're going super stealthy. We're gonna take gun cases out, everything else out. We're not keeping a flag, anything like that. So we're just trying to hide, hold still, keep that shotgun in your shadow to where it doesn't stand out. Yep. And I got a feeling they're gonna crawl up this leg about this high. So if that happens, it's gonna be pretty gnarly.
So basically it's not much at all, but basically what we're using to hide, tiny terrain feature. It's not even much. I mean, most people would not even think about it, but so basically what happened here is whenever they cut this field, right here in the bottom of this low spot, it goes uphill that way and it goes uphill that way. We're kind of in the bottom of this little drainage in this field. Basically what happened is whenever they cut this field, the combine, that whenever they cut it, wasn't able to cut as low right here in this bottom. So not sure if you can tell, but basically these stalks are about 4 inches tall here and about 6 inches tall here. It's just enough of a rise in the stubble to where we can put our ghillie blanket in it and kind of conceal ourselves just that much more.
All right, so yesterday I was on them pretty darn good, and I've had a lot of really cool speck hunts. So these guys are gonna rock, paper, scissors though. It seems to be about the most civil way we can figure out who gets to lay under.
For it if you want to.
I'll wrestle for it if you want.
First one to tap.
Huh?
First one to tap.
If you want.
You won't. You won't.
Now we better go rock, paper.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I'd hate
Or rock,
to do
paper,
that to you
scissors.
this early in the morning.
Oh, come on.
Here, turn just a little bit here so I can see it in the light. We don't want any disputes here.
All right, we're going rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
On shoot.
Yeah.
All right, we're going best 2 out of 3 or 1 and done. Let's go 1 and done.
One and done. One
All
and
right,
One
on
and
shoot.
done. All or nothing.
Ready?
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Come on now. Let's go.
Our champion, ladies and gentlemen, Cade Tricky.
There's Joe Rogan at it again.
Like Joe Rogan right now doing an interview after a dude just got knocked out.
Dude, I just got
Hey, can you
knocked
tell
out,
me about
buddy.
how that fight went?
You're good. Can we wrestle for it now? Can we wrestle?
All right, time has come. Time to get tucked in and try to kill a goose.
All right, we are all set up in our hide here in the rock pile. We've got a bunch of wire around us, tires, and it's just kind of a junkyard edge right here, but there's rocks all over the place, and we're gonna blend in pretty darn well. So I don't think we're gonna be an issue. Cade's lying down out there. Birds ought to start moving any minute now. But man, I really hope this works out, because this is pretty cool. Spread looks good. We look good.
Always.
Debatable, but we'll roll with it. Look good, feel good, play good,
We
something like that.
probably should make sure with Cade laying down, he doesn't fall asleep at something.
There's
Because that boy gets
nappy.
horizontal and
See ya.
out.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Hey, Cade, you awake? All right. Confirmation for now.
There we go.
Freaking up down.
Oh my goodness. It's like in Cade's lap.
What are you doing?
Oh, the junior varsity, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy crap.
I can't wait to see the shot cam of that.
Yeah.
Well, that couldn't have worked any better. And I whiffed twice. One of my shells didn't go off. Second shot didn't shoot. That's disappointing. Really disappointing. That's all right. We'll get some more. Gosh dang it. Wow. They worked beautifully.
Well, Nice shooting, buddy.
It happens, but
But we're gonna give him a hard time
dude, that
about
was
it.
like perfect.
It doesn't get a whole lot better.
That was like giant wad of specks.
In the wheelhouse. Well,
It's all good.
maybe in another round.
He'll
here.
get another round. It's only a matter of time.
I can't wait to see another masterful display of shooting. I'm just clocking her out. There we go. Oh, man.
They're ways out from him. That pair's not good.
Look at all these.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on now! Come on! Yeah! Come on now! Woo! That was freaking awesome! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
There's our walking bale of hay. And some folks that think it's feeding time.
Gotta pull the drones up.
Thanks, bird boy.
It worked. It freaking worked. I shot juvies, but I don't care. Got a good barred there one. Good barred up one there. Let's freaking go. Oh man, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Go, get. Go. Get. Get. Go on now. Get. Go on now. It worked, folks. I got 4 out of 1 volley. I just need one more and I'm done on my limit. Let's go. I cannot believe that worked as good as it did. I completely whiffed on the first group. They were probably 20 yards in front of me and I just completely swinged and missed. And then the next group I let them sit down. Crushed one off the ground. I went bang, 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 killed three. Or no, killed two. Yeah, killed two. Another one was flying over me, threw a shell in, killed that one. And then another one threw a shell in, killed that one. This is freaking awesome. This is the most fun I've ever had goose hunting. This is amazing. Oh, that was so cool.
So one of the reasons that we set up this video the way we did is because we know a lot of our followers and supporters don't have big groups to hunt with. What we did, we have a bag and a half of silhouettes, standard brown bags, and then in the other half bag you can fit the ghillie suit and a blind bag, and then throw a shotgun over your shoulder. You could walk out, anybody could, with these 7 dozen decoys, set something similar up, and have similar experiences. You don't have to hunt in big groups to have awesome hunts. You know, even just sitting on the sidelines, this has got to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen in waterfowling. So to be able to sit back, watch Cade go out there and picking off his geese, man, this is so cool. And like we said earlier, he spends so much time behind the camera. To see him get to enjoy something like this is really, really special. And for, you know, a guy I consider to be my little brother, it's pretty awesome to watch from afar and just kind of watch him doing his thing and living in his element. You know, he's a very, very one-on-one kind of guy and hunter, and you know, I get a feeling this is pretty spiritual for him out there. So yeah, I hope you guys all watch this, and when you're watching this, you know, you see this is a possibility for anyone who wants to go out, put the work in, and make something happen. You know, it's not terribly difficult, it's not expensive, it's just one of those things that, you know, honestly, I think every true waterfowler ought to experience is a solo encounter with birds like this, working the way they did. Anyway, hopefully you guys find that less cheesy than inspirational, but man, that's awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoy it.
Well, them cows didn't know what to think when I come running at them, did they?
They stood there in shock for a while.
Like a walking bale of food coming at them.
Probably while they were trying to get over you.
Dude, I went 0 for 2 on the first group.
Oh, you know.
Good dude, I got another shell that didn't shoot. Second shot, it dinged the primer and didn't go off. I don't know what happened, dude. They were close too. And then the next group, I killed 4.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome to triple and then wax another one as a hop.
I didn't even triple. I doubled on my first 3 shots. And then there was one coming over, I reached in, grabbed a shell, shink, pow. And then I looked over and there's another one still sitting on the ground that got up and so I, shink, pow.
Dude, how did it look when they were working there, man?
Dude,
I mean, honestly, from what I was looking at.
I have never gotten shooken up from goose hunting like I do turkey hunting, or when a big buck's come in, you know how you get the buck fever. Dude, those geese were sitting on the ground and there's still birds working, so I was gonna let them do what they were gonna do because it was like 4 juvies and a barred up one. And dude, I was laying there and I reached for my gun and my hand was doing this. I was like, oh my God. And then I just set up. Pow.
He goes, got 4 juvies or 3 juvies and a mama.
Dude, I was seriously shaking because they were sitting so close to me. Dude, that is being amongst them right there.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way they're gonna land. Like, they're gonna see me. They did not see me.
How's that compared to other goose hunting you've done?
I was telling the GoPro earlier, this is the best goose, most fun goose hunt I've ever had. No doubt.
They didn't even know you were there.
No idea.
No idea.
Man,
That is fun.
We're sitting back there talking about it, and you spend a lot of time behind this camera. So for you to be able to get
Just out there by myself, dude.
Man, that's fun.
Cade tricky style amongst them.
That's right. Star of the show.
Dude, that's under them. I should have let those first ones sit down. I don't know why I didn't, but I was like, next group, I'm just letting them sit. They don't know I'm here. Sure enough. There's like 15 steps in front of me, just feeding away.
Those ones right there?
Yeah.
Landed? They were 50.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were down
Oh,
on
they were
the
close.
tail end of the 3.
I don't know, they may have been, but they were close.
They were close enough to kill.
Man, that's fun.
They didn't see you.
No.
Nothing's even remotely come close to flaring.
Nope, the ghillie did its job.
Is returning.
The successful hero returns. Look at those bars. What do you say, brother?
Thumbnail!
Dude, I didn't even see that goose. When you whistled, I looked up. I thought it was that hawk flying around.
Man, he came in hot.
Dude.
What do you say, brother?
That right there is getting amongst them and shooting a one-man limit from a ghillie suit with absolutely no hide. Yeah!
Give me that.
Dude.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, that thing came on the deck. I couldn't get the camera.
Was that the same?
up
Was that goose the one flying really low the whole way?
Dude, he came. Honestly,
was there a hawk?
We saw. Yeah, there was a hawk.
Okay,
we saw him come out right here, 10 yards above the ground, locked up, tighter than can be.
I had no idea he was coming.
And that bird was barred up, wasn't it? Dude, I thought that was a juvie the way he came in, man. Look at that. Oh,
That's the bird I just shot.
goodness.
You shot the 3 babies and the mommy and the daddy.
Yep.
That's right. You got the whole family.
I ain't mad about it.
Wow, dude, that was one of the coolest things I've gotten to
Dude,
see.
that was. Man, that couldn't have went any better. Wow, I just man, I'm kind of speechless. That was so much fun. As far as goose hunting, man, that's about as cool as it gets, getting that close to them and hiding in the spread, running like 6 dozen decoys and hiding in the spread. That's thinking outside the box. So, man, that was a good time. I'm on cloud 9 right now. That was so fun. I've filmed a lot of cool goose hunts, and I've hunted a lot of cool goose hunts, but man, it just was so personal being out there by myself, nobody to talk to, just in the zone, and completely botched the first group. They came right in, did it just like they were supposed to, and I whiffed, and kind of got down on myself and was getting a little discouraged, but I was like, man, if I got a bad attitude, then nothing's gonna pan out for me. So I just shook it off and said, next group I'm gonna let them get close, and I'm gonna give it to them. So I did. I let them land and I shot them off the ground, and then I shot them when they got off the ground, and shot 4 out of the first volley. Needed 1 to finish, so laid out there for about 30 minutes by myself, and that goose come in from my left. Had no idea he was there. Forrest whistled at me, and I looked back at him and I was like, what are you whistling about? I looked up and there's barred up Speck like 10 yards 20 yards above me. Popped him, and that's all she wrote. That's gonna wrap it up for today. We got a solo limit, and Forrest was even able to pick off 1 out of the group that I shot into, so we ended up with 6 geese, and man, I've never been so happy for 6 speckled bellies. This is unreal, some of the most fun I've ever had. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and if you like this type of stuff, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We've got a full season ahead of us of knocking these things out, and we'd appreciate the like button and subscribe and turn the notifications on so that you can be updated when we release new videos. And drop a comment and let us know if you like these small group 1-man style hunts. We sure enjoy doing them. You know, it's a nice change of pace from the normal stuff we do. So to get out here, just the 3 of us, figure it out on our own, find our own feeds, ask our own permission and do everything ourselves. We sure enjoy it. So if you guys do, please let us know. And Kyle, you got anything on that?
That was just, man, that was the coolest speck hunt I've seen in a long, ever, man. Just like from this point, just not being able to know how far, like I didn't know how far those specks were that were landing from you, and you were like, man, they're 15 yards, and that was just cool. And then you pop up and kill 3, and then you kill another one, Forrest kills one. It was just cool.
Waterfowling is a special sport, you know. Turkey hunting, we all love to turkey hunt and deer hunt and everything, and those sports are a very personal sport, and a lot of personal goals that go into those things. But man, whenever you can chase waterfowl with 2 or 3 buddies that you're super close with and have a good relationship, and like hunting with these 2 guys, I can't appreciate them more for being so, you know, they're not selfish. They were, you know, willing to let me go out there by myself and shoot my limit by myself, and just running around with guys that you care about and guys that you can be good friends with. That means a lot in waterfowling. So we're happy to be here, and thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.